starting to understand like, okay, these like a lot of these influencers have like a huge following, like this is not, like this is dangerous.
Yeah, I mean there's of course the people like that. It's mostly the parents that are like just straight up rude. Like I had a mom yell at me. I was in the middle of eating dinner and I was with all my friends and she like called me out specifically, and I was like with all my friends and I had a really just horrible day, and of course no one knows that because I'm not gonna post like me just being upset. There's a lot of stuff going on,
right?
And my friend's mom was like, hey, we're just going to eat dinner right now, do you think you could just wait just a couple minutes so they can like eat? And she was like, well, she's not gonna die if she doesn't eat right now, is she?
Ew!
And then I was like, I'm sorry, like I can take it. And she was like, you know what, this is making you look really bad. And I literally just started crying. And she was like, I have a little girl here. And I said, you know what, I'm a little girl and you just made me cry.
Good for you. And good for you.
Well, I didn't mean to. And I was like, well, you did.
You did.
And then she was like, unfollow her. And I was like, that was just mean, because I wasn't even like, I literally said I was gonna do it after, and like it was gonna take like 5 minutes. I was so hungry. I hadn't eaten all day.
Right, and you have a right to eat. That's the one, like I love meeting people. I will always take pictures with people. The one time where I will always say no is when I'm eating. Or and I'll always just say,
people come in the bathroom with me, like try to walk in the stall with me. Yep. Hey, I'm so sorry, like I'm just gonna go to the bathroom first, and like
I just need to pee, so like maybe not right now.
Or if I'm always like late to meetings, or like sometimes like they want to ask to make TikToks. I'm like, I'm so sorry.
I'm late,
I literally have to go right now, or my mom's gonna yell at me.
I'm really sorry that obviously not everybody can be respectful of you. It's like one of the worst parts about being an influencer.
That's the other thing, is like people post things and then like everyone comes to like wherever I am. Sometimes that'll like get on my nerves, because I was at my cousin's wedding.
You told me about this. I can't even believe this actually happened.
Yeah, and there was like a group of like 4 girls who got ready and pretended that they were cousins with my cousin. And
that is literal psychopath behavior. Like, there is no other word to describe it.
To him, and he was like, hi guys, who are you? Nice to meet you. And he like had no idea who they were. And I was like, oh, that's so crazy.
Oh my
That's
God.
just like annoying, because there's some things where I want my like privacy, and it was like my cousin's wedding with my family.
Not the appropriate time at all.
So that was like really weird.
Okay, so aside from obviously privacy problems, what would you say has been the biggest change from your life beforehand to now?
Just like the day-to-day stuff. I can't go out looking like trash. If there's people there and I look like trash, I'll say it. Yeah. And then it just like makes the picture uncomfortable, because I know I look bad, you know I look bad. And it's usually like when I'm getting coffee too, which is my safe spot.
Do you feel like pressure to always look good?
No. Can I sleep with this on?
I wouldn't recommend it, but you can.
Do you ever sleep with makeup on?
No.
Ever?
No, never. I've taken like an hour-long nap like in the middle of the day if I'm like in between meetings.
Are you kidding me?
I've never slept with makeup on.
Ever?
No. Do you know how bad that is for your skin?
Do you know how much energy you need to take your makeup off?
Agreed.
Are you done with the base?
I think so, yeah. I haven't done highlighter yet, but that'll be later on.
The James Charles X Morphe palette.
What colors do we want to use?
You pick. You have full creative control.
I know, but I want you to like it. Maybe we should try to match the hoodie. I feel like it'd be like a cute little pastel moment.
Yeah.
As we start with this, I'm just gonna be dipping into some different colors, matching the hoodie. I still want to keep talking because I have a lot more questions for you. And I have a little bit more of like a serious question, which you don't have to answer if you don't want to. But I know that you've talked a lot about on like different socials and stuff at interviews, and also like your private sass is like my favorite thing in the entire world. I know you're dealing with like a lot and doing a lot right now. Do you feel like you're being pulled in like a million different directions, and how is that like affecting you? Do you even want to talk about it?
Yeah, no, okay. I've actually never talked about this in the slightest before. At the beginning when this all started, I was very overwhelmed. Yeah. And I was still going to school and full-time, like going to a real school.
Right, like as in public school.
Yeah, I was traveling a lot. I always had something to do, and I felt like I just had no free time. And then as time started going on, I started doing online school, which was great. I love it so much. I mean, I was struggling because there were so many things I felt like I had to do, and I felt like I didn't have a really well put together schedule back then, and I just felt like I felt like everyone was yelling at me to like get stuff done. Yeah. And I was like, I don't know how to do it all, because like I just feel like there's so many things that I have to do, where my excuse for most things was like, I had no idea.
Right.
I had stuff to do that I would know about, but I'm still obviously a teenager, and I would just forget or take a nap or get tired, or like I was really struggling with that. But now, especially with my family, we're a lot better on making sure like